Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Jessie, and this is Playful Moon Tarot. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. We're going to be checking in with our Pleiadian guides today to see what kind of wisdom they have for us and how we should move forward. Let's jump right into your readings. Hello, Group 1, and welcome. You guys were drawn to the Watermelon Red. And so let's pull a Pleiadian Wisdom Oracle card and see what messages are in alignment for your guys' highest good. What is some Pleiadian wisdom to give you guys some guidance right now? Messages of love and encouragement, please. Okay, this one right here. So, manifestation and abundance. Abundance comes from making correct choices that resonate with everything the universe wants you to have. And it's almost kind of like this watermelon red. It's like in the card, right? Like in the middle, it's almost like your heart space kind of like shining forward. Wow, okay. Well, you guys are trying to manifest something, so let's see. It sounds like the universe has got your back. What are you guys trying to manifest? I feel like, and 7 is a gateway number, so it's like you guys are going through like a whole new gateway. I feel like a big change for you guys, like a significance, like it's a real turning point for some of you. So messages in alignment with everybody's highest good, please. And the best thing that you can do is follow your heart, right? Like what lights you up, what makes your heart happy, what makes you feel that joy and feel that connection, right? With source and spirit. Hold on, the cards are okay. So, and this one, the rest. Okay. Okay, wow. You guys have a lot of major arcana in your, yeah, you've got the Hermit, you have the Moon, you have the Emperor, you have the Fool, Two of Swords. I mean, this is just, anyway, my goodness. Okay, Strength, the Lovers, the Sun. Okay, the Knight of Cups, the Empress, Temperance. I mean, there's so much energy in your guys's reading. Like I'm just like sitting here like, wow, okay. So 10 of Wands is also here. So that leads me to believe too that you guys are feeling a little over it right now. There's a turning point for you guys. This is like the start of a turning point, and it's really important for you guys to follow your heart space. The 10 of Coins is also here too. So 10 of Coins, we've got the 10 of Wands, we have the 8 of Cups, we have Temperance, and the Empress, Knight of Chalices, the Sun, the Lovers, Strength, which is the Fortitude card. We've got Two of Swords, we've got the Fool, the Emperor, the Moon, and the Hermit. I mean, you guys, this is like major life changes. I think I forgot to mention the 9 of Wands. Sorry, the 9 of Wands is also here too. Sorry, I'm like blindsided by your guys' energy. Okay. So you guys have major turning points. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. But what I can say is the outcome card being the 10 of Coins, the 10 of Pentacles, that's a really great outcome. You guys are headed in a good direction. What's the undercurrent? I want to see what the undercurrent of this reading is. Yep, Knight of Chalices. Okay, you guys are definitely on a mission. This manifestation, this abundance is this. That's that card. And so the Moon and the Hermit, we have the Fool, the Lovers. So some of you might be having to leave a relationship that you have been in for a long time. I feel like there is a separation from somebody else from some of you, which then deepens the connection with yourself and your heart space, because they keep just showing me this as like your heart space radiating with this little crystal in the center of it, right? Like it's just, it needs to radiate. It radiates from your heart space. That's what needs to happen. Like that's just, it's like, they're just like plain and simple, that needs to happen. And so how you guys are going to unlock this is really sitting with your emotions and going into your heart space. The Hermit talks about, really having to go out on a solo journey to really find what you're after, really getting in touch with what is going to bring you joy and having that inner strength to do it. It requires, because, humans are very social creatures, and it requires a certain kind of strength during these, they're like saying voyage. I'm like, that sounds a little, but I feel like for some of you it is. It feels like a voyage. It feels like quite a mission. And the Emperor here, I feel like is coming in as like a, how do you want to rule your heart space as like your kingdom? How do you want to move forward in that space where you feel like you are, fully in charge of your heart, your emotions? Like, not that you're not open to different things happening and things changing. It's just more of like really solidifying yourself and your soul and what you want. And this, it's like you guys are faced with just a couple choices right now, right? And you guys are like sitting here and you're trying to decide. And once you decide, that Fool card, so the Fool really talks about trusting the universe, trusting your path, getting rid of things that cause you grief, that cause you strife, that are not in alignment with you, that are not bringing you emotional fulfillment, things that are leaving you feeling like this, feeling out in the cold, feeling cut off, right? Like, here's the community and everybody's up here in this building, and where is she? She's out here all by herself. And there's this sense that if you get off that rock, when you're ready, you get off that rock, you make the decision, right? And it's like you sitting here and kind of pondering which way you want to go. And then you guys can make that decision and charge forth. And when that happens, it's going to require you to really have trust and faith in the universe. But with the Sun card and the 10 of coins, the Empress takes care of herself. She is like the nurturer. She is the creator. She creates new things. Like, you can go out there and create a new garden, right? Like, if your life is used as like a garden metaphor, you just have to go and start a new garden, right? And that's going to take time and dedication, but you get to plan and plant and design your garden the way that you want to now, what is in alignment with you now. Nurture your garden. And that is what is going to bring you all of this abundance, the abundance that you are trying to manifest right now. And when Temperance comes in, that's really talking about taking those two different things that are kind of opposing and making something new, right? Taking kind of that old energy and that new energy and bringing it together and really creating that new space for you, that new garden, right? Taking those different things and really stepping forth, because with the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands being here, whatever you guys are currently going through, whatever situation you guys are currently in right now, there's like a sense that it's emotionally too heavy. It's too burdensome for your energy structure. The manifestation that you want to create is not going to happen in this space. It's not, unfortunately. And so there's that point, right, in which we've sat here long enough. She knows everything of this rock, right? Like she knows she's got this situation, this garden, this rock, this wherever you're at right now currently. You know the ins and outs of everything. You know how things are. And it's almost a sense that like deep down inside, you know that you're not going to be able, as much as you wanted to, you're not going to be able to bring in what you truly wanted. And so there's that sense that when you're ready, you're going to make that decision and you're going to leave this place and kind of go down that whole brand new path. That's something that is completely new to you guys. It could be a career, it could be leaving, a relationship, it could be, I mean, it's going to be different for each and every person, right? But there's a sense that when we get into that discovery mode, like this Knight of Chalices, man, he's going to go out and he is going to look for what is going to fulfill him or her, not gender specific. Sorry, sometimes when I just see the picture and it's a more masculine, I say him. I don't ever mean him or her. I'm kind of going with the artwork here. But there's just, that sense of really being able to go into that new space and really crafting something brand new, something that excites you, something that you love. And it's going to bring you that abundance that you're wanting. So I'm going to read from the book just to kind of personalize the message a little bit or add anything to the message. So let's see. And sorry, this one, the book is laid out a little bit differently. So let me just, here we go. So Manifestation 7, Abundance. Many of your manifestation wishes are about abundance. You wish to have more money and abundance of love in your relationship and abundance in all areas of your life. Abundance is the opposite of lack, so eliminate your thoughts about lack to manifest the true abundance that is always available to you. If you focus on your perceptions of lack, you diminish your flow of abundance. Like lack, fear blocks abundance, while love opens the pathway for everything you desire to come to you. Detach yourself from belief systems that involve fear or lack and feel the abundance that already exists within you. You must stop believing that you are lacking in anything. Focus on gratitude for what you have rather than focusing upon what you believe is missing in your life to open the way for more abundance to flow towards you. You are always safe, and you can trust the universe, creating an inner awareness that you are already abundant and all possibilities are available to you. And so, and it is a mind shift, right? Like, so sometimes I'll just even say simple things like, when I get a cup of coffee, like, thank you so much for this cup of coffee. Thank you, for something small in my life, right? And it will start to shift the energy around this. I mean, sometimes when we're just going through situations that are not pleasant, it is hard to be like, I don't understand, why that was the way it was. And it can kind of make us be like, I'm not grateful for this. Like, I'm not grateful for these hard lessons that I just had to learn. But when we have gratefulness for those hard lessons that we learn, we can move forward with that experience and that knowledge, right? And know, like, for our future selves, what we maybe want to avoid. So it can be just a step of information gathering, even if it's really unpleasant. So I don't want to take away from anybody's, feelings that are very valid, feelings of maybe loss or anything like that. Like, those are all very valid. And what I'm also learning as a soul too is that even in those moments where we feel like we might have just lost, or we feel kind of duped by the universe, or we feel duped by the people around us, or we just don't understand the experience, I started asking myself, instead of being like, why is this happening? I just started asking, what can I learn from this? Like, what is the lesson? What, if I took myself out of it and just looked down at the greater picture and I was looking at myself as another person, what is this person learning through this set of situations? And, it's hard to separate our emotions because I feel my emotions very strongly. So I just want to lovingly encourage you to open up those lines too and start thanking the small things, and that will also help that abundance start to flow, right? And when we put ourselves in that receptive space and know that things will come to us in the right time. We can't force things to happen. Some things take time, right? Like very much like planting a garden. If you plant seeds in March, you're probably not really going to see any sprouts until April, maybe the beginning of May. And that requires patience, and that requires co-creating with the universe and trusting that when those little seeds are ready, they're going to blossom. So I really hope that something in that message resonated with you. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm so grateful to have you here with us. Thank you so much. And until next time, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. Take care. Hello, group 2. You guys were drawn to the Tiger's Eye heart. And so let's go ahead and pull a Pleiadian Oracle Wisdom card, see what messages are in alignment for your highest good. Messages of love and encouragement, please, for group 2. Hold on, let me grab that. Okay, manifestation rainbow body. You are manifesting your future self in the form of your rainbow body. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, you guys might be in the beginning stages of doing like meditation and manifestation. And Tiger's Eye is actually like a really great protection stone too, and especially for traveling. So for whoever that message is for, maybe try having a little bit of Tiger's Eye around you during meditation or for traveling. I feel like it will just help to aid you. So if that resonates with you, then maybe you should just look into getting a Tiger's Eye piece. Nothing too expensive. It doesn't have to be, super flashy or anything. And you don't always have to buy a piece. You can always just ask to tune into the crystal's like energy frequency. But sometimes having a little piece on hand isn't always a bad idea either. So messages for group 2. Messages in alignment with everybody's highest good, please. Messages of love and encouragement. And I feel like your guys' energy, it's like you guys are maybe learning about your Merkaba, Reiki, energy work in general, transmuting energy around you. Okay, and 2 more cards, please. There's 1 and this is 2. Okay, so we have the Happy Squirrels. We have Queen of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay, we've got the 5 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. And we also have Justice, 8 of Wands, and the Star card and 10 of Pentacles. So I'm not quite sure why, but I'm really feeling called to say if you are new into wanting to do like any type of career and energy work, like I feel like for some of you, you guys really want to really step into your own power. And I feel like for some of you, you guys maybe don't have like the best support system around. You might not feel super in alignment with your community. I'm feeling a sense that some of you are feeling a little on the outside. There is like conflict either with other people or just within yourself, but it just, the energy around, I'm hearing like self-discovery. And I'm like seeing a situation and where somebody is like, with like parent types energies around them, and I feel like like the kid in the situation isn't being understood. So I don't know if that's very specific for somebody, but there's a sense that what's going on with you guys right now is kind of like a little bit of a struggle, and wishes are going to be granted. And I feel like that the universe is going to balance itself out. It is going to right itself because the Justice card is here. And I feel like some of you, I feel like some of you are really waiting for that balance, right? Like here's the Six of Pentacles. There's like really the sense of wanting to have balance and abundance, not only just with money, but like love and friends, like a community. And you guys are so ready to just like charge forth. But I feel like you guys don't quite, like, you guys are really wanting this atmosphere and to be seen, felt, heard, loved. But instead, there's kind of like this atmosphere going on right now. There's like it's not harmonious quite yet. And the Queen of Wands is really talking about somebody who's going to get in touch with what they want, what they love, what their heart space is centered around, and they're going to like charge forth. They are going to go for it regardless of maybe what other people say, and not in a way where it's like they're throwing up the bird and dropping F-bombs and, it's more of like, I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. This is what makes me happy. This is what brings me joy. I don't tell you how to live your life, but I do respect and ask you, that you respect my wishes and let me live my life the way that I want to live mine. And I will respect you even if it's different from mine. Like I feel like it's more of that respectful energy, but still very much in their power and what they want, right? Like they're going to say, this is what I'm after. I'm going to go for it. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me, but I know what I want, and I'm going to go for it. So that's that energy. It's just a very self-assured in the sense of you're connected with here and it leads you forward. Whoops, sorry. And how can we be led astray, right, if we're following our heart space? And there's a sense that things are going to balance out because the universe says it's time. And with the Star card here, that's like wishes being granted, things coming to fruition. What's the undercurrent? Yep, Wheel of Fortune. It was on the bottom of the deck. So this is the undercurrent. Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in your favor. That's why the Star card is here. The Star card is going to lead you here. But you also have to, when you're ready, when it's time, when it's appropriate, right? You're going to charge forth with, hey, this is what I have to do to follow my heart space. This is me charging forward. Instead of using my energy to fight and battle and try to get you to see my point, we're going to agree to disagree in a loving, respectful manner. And I'm going to charge forth using my energy to go out and find what I want, right? Seek what I want. Use these as like a walking stick, right? Instead of a weapon. When you go on a long hike, you kind of grab one of those big sticks, right? To kind of lean in on. as you journey, and then it's something that you can bring with you and put in your, home or whatever, as kind of like that souvenir of like, look at what I accomplished, right? And you look back at that stick and you think, okay, we went through quite a journey together, but we came out the other side. And when you listen to your heart, right? Like, things can change, things always can change, but when we follow our heart space, I really get a sense that, so if you are stepping into something, because this rainbow body, I feel like a lot of you that are going to be drawn to this read are going to be some type of like a light worker, energy worker, tarot reader, something. And we don't all, as light workers, we don't all bring tarot cards and crystals to the occasion, right? I really believe this. Like, some of us are meant to be caretakers and take care of elderly or the children, or animals, or it doesn't necessarily have to be in a crystal shop with tarot cards. Like, even quote unquote your like normal jobs out there, right? Like, you still have a place, you still are doing healing work, you still can very much be a light worker and have like a 9 to 5 job, right? Like, I really feel like, even though we're shifting away from some of those old paradigms that don't work, we can bring in new structures that do work, right? And it's very vital that we have good caretakers. Like, if you ever have to be in the hospital for anything, I mean, I would want somebody that was there because their heart was leading them there, not because they were there for the paycheck, right? And so, not to say that we shouldn't go after jobs that also financially provide a good life for us so that we can turn around and be the best person, caretaker, light worker out there, right? Like, we need to get our needs met in order to meet the needs of other people. And that definitely all has to be in balance. So I'm not discouraging people from wanting to have a better paycheck. What I'm saying is that even when we do something from a place of love, that in itself is light worker. That in itself is changing and bringing the love and the light down onto this planet that is, in my personal opinion, desperately needed right now. And I feel like for some of you, you guys are getting connected with this like healer, caretaker part of yourself. And maybe for some of you, I'm just feeling like you guys aren't quite sure maybe which direction you want to go, or maybe you're being questioned by authority people around you. Like, is this really what you want to do? And I would just really encourage you to stick with your heart space, okay? And so I'm going to read a little bit from the book just to kind of solidify any other messages that have come in. And the rainbow body, I feel like it's also talking about your chakras too, and kind of getting everything in alignment there, because our chakras all need to be nice and healthy and full of that vibrant energy, and that's really going to help you like move forward. So let's see what the book says. So it says, manifestation is not only about manifesting things here in the third dimension. As you grow, change, and evolve, you are beginning to manifest multidimensionally. You are now able to change and manifest a higher form that will contain the consciousness of who you are becoming. You are not static, solid form in your physical body, as you perceive yourself to be here in the third dimension. You are instead a greater consciousness that is expanding out of your third-dimensional physical body into multidimensionality. You are now in the position to manifest a new form of this higher awakening consciousness into which you are evolving as your future self. This manifestation requires that you surrender all old third-dimensional thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions, and raise your consciousness to the frequency that sustains universal and unconditional love. Every choice you make, conscious or unconscious, enhances or detracts from this process of evolution and manifesting your future self as a new human. You have the choice to merge your changing physical body with your light etheric body to create what we call a rainbow body. This form will not only be lighter, but also more fluid and flexible, offering you more freedom from for your consciousness to grow and expand. You are becoming more crystalline, which means you are carrying more light. The rainbow body has prisms of light that reflect the brilliance of who you are in different colors of the rainbow, reflecting your light out into the world. Your manifestation at this time is primarily focused upon your moving into this rainbow body form, a different version of your previously understood physical self to contain your evolving consciousness awareness. Manifesting a rainbow body will be your most advanced and successful manifestation. Because I feel like that's what you guys are like definitely headed towards. So for some of you, you guys might not all be kind of like in those beginning stages, but I feel like for a lot of people that are called to this reading, I feel like you guys are really kind of like starting to awaken to some of these new things. And not to say that you guys haven't explored different things and that you guys aren't teaching yourself and you guys aren't learning, but there's just a sense that this is still like you guys aren't quite sure where this will fully lead you in your path. But I wish you guys the very best of luck with whatever it is that you guys are doing, and I'm sending you lots of love and lots of light, and I'm just really picking up on some real strong healers out there. And I'm just really being encouraged to tell you guys, like, keep following your path, keep blazing your path. And some of the best healers and workers out there that do, sorry, I keep hitting this, that are doing this kind of work have lived through these experiences, right? Like there's not there's not necessarily like a how-to book, right? We learn how to help others when we help ourselves. And so they're just saying that even if you feel lonely on this path, it's like meant to be your path. And the more that you own that, the more you will also step into your power. And I just got goosebumps. So if anything, I hope that message resonated with you. And if anything did, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. Take care. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the green aventurine heart. And so we are going to pull a Pleiadian wisdom oracle. See what messages our Pleiadian guides have for us. Messages in alignment with everybody's highest good. And messages of love and encouragement, please. Top? Okay. Manifestation. So each one of the groups got a manifestation card. So manifestation, intuition. Use your intuition to call your dreams into reality. Okay, and let's pull some tarot. I'm going to see. Let's clarify this message. And messages in alignment for everybody's highest good, and messages of love and encouragement, please. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, well, you guys are definitely going after something. Okay, these ones, all right. And messages in alignment for everybody's highest good. Okay, these three. Okay. So let's see what we have. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. And we also have Six of Wands and Knight of Wands. And Judgment and the Hierophant. And then the King of Pentacles. So right away, I'm like just getting this feeling that you guys are definitely like on the lookout. You guys have a goal, and it's going to be different for all of you. And I feel like you guys are going through not necessarily maybe like a spiritual awakening, but just like a deepening And you guys are like seeking more knowledge in the things that are either drawing your interest. I'm getting like things that you guys are maybe even dreaming about. Like some of you are having dreams about stuff that's like sparking your intuition, sparking you to like look deeper inside of like your soul. Like they're showing me like looking inward. And it's like coming with like a real thirst for some knowledge. Some of you might be actively looking for maybe like mentorship or something like that. Because there's like a whole, I mean, you have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and Judgment. And this all feels, I mean, this is all very strong energy. I mean, the queens are here. Like, I feel like your guys' masculine and feminine energies are very balanced. Like, there's just a sense of like a real balancing. Because Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and then it's like the King, we've got Wands, Pentacles, and Cups. So it's like not only are you looking for emotional fulfillment, material fulfillment, and material just, you know, money so we can take care of ourselves, and like an inspirational fulfillment, like things that bring you joy, like that make you feel alive. Like when you discover a new topic or something and you're like, oh, I want to learn everything about that. Like that's what this energy is. And I feel like there's parts of you that are using your intuition that want to be awakened again. And I feel like there's definitely some, like a mentor out there that you guys are going to find, or maybe you guys just kind of got paired with a mentor. You guys are deepening your knowledge. You're deepening your understanding. You guys really want to understand. And it's like, there is a sense that this is your calling. Like your intuition is calling you right now. And you guys are going to be very, you know, the wealth that comes from this exploration isn't necessarily all material, right? There's like emotional fulfillment, there's like inspirational fulfillment, there's the material fulfillment, there's a sense of real achievement, right? Like if you put in that work and if you put in that dedication, like the Queen of Cups, she's not going to let anybody get in her way. The Queen of Pentacles isn't going to let anybody get in her way. The King of Wands certainly is not going to let anybody get in his way. And this is not gender specific. I'm just, you know, going with what it is. But I mean, either one of these knights, like none of these court cards are going to like let anything get in their way. Like instead they're going to just like grab life by the reins and be like, no, what are you trying to show me? I'm here to learn the lesson. I'm here to move forward. And I ain't got time for, you know, nobody's, you know, playing around. I mean, this is like very driven. Like you guys are just driven forward, almost like by this imaginary force, but it's your intuition, it's your soul, it's your destiny that is calling you, is what I'm hearing. It's like, are you going to answer the call? Like, it's like your soul calling you, like right back to your heart space. I feel like I'm just supposed to hold these cards up for a minute so that you guys really can feel the energy of them. Because the Hierophant, you know, really does talk about wanting to learn and deepen, and either kind of almost like a priest energy, right? Like we go and we, you know, get guidance. Only it's like you guys are getting guidance from your soul, your intuition. Doing meditation is really going to help too, to like open your channel. But I feel like for most of you that are drawn to this reading, your channels are still pretty open. You guys are like getting the information. I feel it flowing towards you. I see it flowing towards you. Make sure you always set up your sacred space. Don't just let any old entity come on in. You know, set parameters. Who do you want guidance from? You want guidance from your soul? You want guidance from your higher self? You want guidance from your guides who know you, who love you. We don't just want any advice from anybody, right? Because we don't know what their motives are. So I'm just being called to share with some of you. Just make sure you're setting up your space in a sacred way. You're calling in beings that are for your best, highest alignment, that are in the light, that know you, that love you. Try to call in guides and set up those parameters, right? Because in my personal experience, when we're just reaching out, we never know what, another entity's intentions are. They could have their own intentions, right? And if they're not really our guide, if they're not really a part of our team, I filter out entities that are not part of like my team. I've developed my team, and guides can come and go, but I know them, I meet them, we have meditations together. I know who's here with me right now, and I trust them. And so that's where I'm talking about setting up that sacred space. Just be very mindful about when you're working with other entities, who are you really working with? And so I'm going to read just a little bit of this manifestation card. So, manifestation and intuition. Successful manifestation requires paying attention to your intuition. Your intuition is connected to your heart, which is connected to source and universal possibilities. You must train your mind to take orders from your heart, where your intuition dwells. To correctly use your intuition, you must pay attention to what you feel in the present, as well as paying attention to what you want to bring forth. Your intuition travels on waves of water in the air within you and between others. To call what you desire to you, send out messages on the waves of your water to the universe through your intuition and through your heart. The more you follow your intuition, the more you will be connected to your higher self and be able to communicate with others around you in the universe. Use the power of your intuition to create whatever you wish to manifest. And the more that we work with the light beings that are for our highest good, the more we're going to be able to attract all of those beautiful things into our lives. And so I hope that something in that message resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. Take care.